to my YouTube channel. I hope that you all are in the best of health and you all are doing really well. Today I'm coming at you with a NYKAA haul. It's, you know, by the time I think so the last time I did a NYKAA haul, it was about like 6 to 8 months ago. So I've not done a makeup haul in a long time, so I'm really excited for this haul. So without me blabbering, let's just get started. This video will not be a try on haul, but don't worry, I have a lot of functions coming up, so I will be wearing them in the coming get ready with me. So just be prepared for, you know, me bombarding you guys with a lot of get ready with me's. Anyways, without me blabbering, let's just get into the haul. I have one miscellaneous thing and one skincare bit, so I'll show you that first. So the first thing that I want to talk about is a panty liner. Now I have never used a panty liner, like ever used a panty liner, and I thought of giving this a shot. So I got panty liners from this brand called Bella, and you get 36 panty liners, which I think is pretty good for the price. The price is 85 rupees. You get 36 of it, which is kind of nice. This is how a panty liner looks like. It's exactly like a pad, but just very small. If I compare this to my hand, this is the size of the panty liner. If you're somebody who has a lot of water discharge sort of a thing going on over there, you can definitely wear this. But I got them to wear mainly before my periods or like after my period, so after maybe like 6 or 7 days where there's not a lot of bleeding but just spotting. I thought this is just perfect, and I really want to try them as nipple covers also, so I will keep you guys posted about this, don't worry. So that is the first item that I got. Second item that I got, I want to say a week and a half ago, is a skincare product which is by Plum. Now I have seen this brand popping up on every blogger here in India, especially on Instagram, and I was a little skeptical because when you see something so much all over the internet, you're like, okay, I don't know whether it really works, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, you know what, let me just order one thing from the brand and let me just try it out. And let me tell you guys, I'm obsessed with this toner. It's actually quite brilliant. I've been using this morning and at night. It is alcohol free, and I feel ki my skin is you know, like reacting quite well to green tea. I have like 2-3 products which has green tea in it, and it's just working out quite well for me. So if you have acne prone skin, it's mainly for combination oily acne prone skin, you will love it. Plus it has no alcohol in it, which is just amazing, because I just like in toners I would suggest you guys not to have any alcohol because it just strips out the natural moisture and it's just not good for the skin. So yeah, I've been using this day and night. I really would recommend it. I know I've tried this for like 2 weeks now, and it's a really short time for me to suggest something to you guys, especially when it comes to skincare, but I'm really enjoying it. This is one product that I really started seeing immediate results with, which is kind of rare for me personally, and this is like quite cheap also, 390 rupees, which in the grand scale of skincare is like very cheap. So yeah, if you want to try something from Plum, try the Plum green tea alcohol free toner. Now let's just dig into this box, which is makeup, which is all makeup. I'm so excited. Okay, first let's just talk about the obvious thing that I got recently, which is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered Palette. This is how the eyeshadow palette looks like. It's stunning. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the palette because I have a dedicated video on my channel using this palette. I created a similar look to what Huda is wearing, and I really like that video. This is how the eyeshadow palette looks like from the inside. It's a beautiful palette. If you have the budget, I would definitely recommend, or if you want to treat yourself to something special, I would say buy this palette. It's really nice. So yeah, I'm not going to talk a lot about it. If you want to know more about this palette, there's a link over here. Go watch that video. And yeah, makeup has become a huge part of my life. I really like expressing myself through makeup, and like on my channel, I know my makeup videos don't get as many likes, and tactically I should not make a lot of makeup tutorials and like all of that stuff, but I really want to do what I love here on my channel, so you will see a lot of makeup tutorials. Yeah, that's okay. Eyeshadow palette is out of the way. Now I will show you products in the order of like how you apply your makeup. So I got a primer for myself. I've not really tried a lot of primers in the market. I like using the Nivea aftershave balm. It's really lovely, and I have used the Professional. I really like that also. I feel ki over the years my pores have just become massive. Like initially I never had like really massive open pores, but now my pores, and just like talk about my pores for 10 minutes straight. So I thought of buying the Benefit Professional primer. This is the mini size and retails for about 1170 rupees. You know, it's a very small tube, but you don't need a lot. You just need a pea-size amount. You mainly apply this primer wherever you have pores. So this is a silicone based primer and you apply it wherever you have pores. So for me it's mainly this area, so I will mainly apply this primer over here. That's about it. If you have pores over on your chin or forehead, so you can just apply it on your T-zone. You don't need to apply this primer all over your face. It's like I said, it's a silicone based primer. I think this is a cult favorite which a lot of people really enjoy using, and I'm really excited to use this. Okay, then the next thing that you apply on your face is a foundation, but I have not bought a foundation. I recently got the Dior Forever foundation. I've been really enjoying that foundation. So I have not got any foundation with me, but I have concealers, and like by concealers I mean like 4 concealers. In my defense, out of these 4 concealers, one is a concealer that I really want to try, and the rest 3 are like refills in my collection, if that makes any sense. So I'll just talk about my refills first. First, I got the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Now this is a cult concealer. It's a medium coverage concealer and it's really light on the skin. You don't feel the weight of it. It's really good for no makeup days, or if you have that flawless skin and you just want to highlight, it's perfect for that. This is what I have under my eyes today. I got this in the shade Light, which is a little bit lighter. Then the next concealer that I got is again from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. The shade is 150 Neutral. Not even opened it, so the sponge is like brand new. The product is coming out. I don't know whether you can see. Okay, this is definitely very light, but it has more of a yellow undertone. Okay, I was expecting more of a pinkish undertone, but it has more of a yellow undertone. But honestly you guys, this is one of the best concealers. It is so creamy, like wow, it is so creamy. It does not dry under the eyes, it does not crease too badly, it's not too heavy, really lightweight, and it's really nice. So this is another concealer that I had to repurchase, so got that. And the third concealer that is a repurchase is this concealer over here by Makeup Revolution. Now Makeup Revolution were really kind enough to send me a PR package, which I got around Diwali time, I want to say, and that was my first PR package, and I'm really grateful for that. And they had sent me this Makeup Revolution concealer and Defiant concealer in that, and any which ways I wanted to buy it, but they sent it to me, so I started using it and I just became hooked. That I just loved a full coverage concealer. Now this is a full coverage concealer. It's a thick full coverage concealer, but you don't feel the weight of it. Like I really love using this with my Huda Beauty 4 Filter foundation, which is a full coverage foundation. This with this is just like perfect, and it just stays on your skin like forever. So I really like using that, and I had to repurchase it. The fourth concealer that I got is this concealer over here by Wet n Wild. Now I got a few things from Wet n Wild, to be very honest, because I really want to try their products, and I actually want to do a full face of Wet n Wild, which will be coming up very soon. So I got this concealer from them. I have not tried this, I've not even swatched this. This is their Photo Focus concealer, and I am in the shade Light Medium Beige. The packaging looks similar to the Maybelline Fit Me, but Maybelline Fit Me इससे थोड़ा सा लंबा है and पतला है. This is a little bit thicker. So that is that. I'm really excited to try this concealer out, and I will give you my final thoughts about this concealer in a coming video very soon. After concealer we should move on to powder, because that is what you apply after concealer. So in powders, I got loose powder, which I'm so excited to try. I got the Huda Beauty loose, like easy bake loose powder, and I got this in the shade Banana Bread. Now first of all, the packaging is completely dope. It's again in this matte packaging, which she has in almost all of her products. This is how it opens up. You have the directions written over here. This is the product, and just look how pretty that is. It's like, it says freshly baked, and it has this flower sort of in effect over here, which I thought was really cute. So if I move on to the powder, it's already got my marks because I have this on my skin today. I would say it's kind of nice. I have used it. I don't like love it yet. I need to wear it a lot many times, but it's finely milled, which is amazing for me. Like for my skin, oily skin, it just soaks up. I want to bake with it, but it just soaks, my skin just soaks it all up. It does not really dry under my eyes as far as I can tell. The only con for me is the fragrance. It is heavily perfumed. It's exactly like the perfume is exactly the same that you have in the 4 filter foundation, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like the fragrance is nice, but I feel it's not really required when it comes to like makeup products, like such heavily fragrance products. I don't think so it's required. Anyways, I got this in the shade Banana Bread because I thought that would be perfect for me. As you can see, I would say this is the perfect baking shade for me, or even if I want to set my face with it, it's kind of nice. So really excited to use this, and yeah, I'll keep you guys posted about the powder. Okay, after powder, what do? Contour, right? Or bronze. So I already have this Wet n Wild contouring palette. This is in the shade Dulce de Lis. Oh, I've completely butchered that. Excuse me for that. But I thought of getting this powder again, but in a different shade. Now this is in the shade Caramel Toffee. Now if you're looking at this side of the pan, it's completely empty. It's because my powder had broken and I just took it out and I kept it in a separate container so that I can use this, and I can powder I can use from that container. I know it's a bummer, but what can you do? The only thing that I have a problem with Wet n Wild is that their products break like this. If you just drop them once, they're gone. So you have to be really careful with it. Like traveling with Wet n Wild is just not friendly according to me. So if you just have them in your vanity and you use them ghar pe and you keep them carefully, only then it's worth it. Otherwise they just keep breaking, which is kind of sad. Okay, speaking of bronzer, I got another bronzer which I have been meaning to try from a very long time. This is from the Balm Cosmetics and it's their bronzer called Bahama Mama. Now I'm sure if you're into makeup you would know what this is, because this is like a firm favorite in a lot of people's collection. For me, when I got it, I was just expecting it to be a little bit bigger. I don't know why, but I was expecting this to be a little bit bigger because the size of this is just like very small. Okay, which makes it nice for like traveling, but the price of this is like this is $16.49, which is kind of expensive for like just this tiny bit. Okay, for me the size was honestly a problem, but if I just show you the product, it comes in this lovely sleeve. It exactly has the same packaging as the product. It has a mirror over here, and this is the product. I have used this today on the skin, and my first impression is honestly not that good. Maybe I went a little heavy-handedly with this. I think so you need to go very light-handed with this bronzer. I need to try it more to just make up my mind, but for now I'm like, okay, fine. After bronzer, let's move on to blushes. I got two blushes with me, and both are like kind of in the same family, like pinky family. So let me show you this blush first. Now the brand Flower just launched in India, I would say couple number of months ago, and this brand is owned by Drew Barrymore. She's a goddess, like we all know that. I really wanted to try a lot of things from Huda Beauty, but I thought, okay, let me just buy the blush first. I really want to try her foundation. It's called Light Illusion, I think so, but it's not launched here in India. I hope they bring it to India because I would love to try that. But for now I thought, okay, I'll try their blushes because people really rave a lot about their blushes. Called Flower Pots, which is kind of cute. This is how the blush looks like. I really like the back of the blush. It's kind of minimal, which is nice. This blush is in the shade Sweet Pea, and this is how the blush looks like. It reminds me of the Milani blushes, not the baked one, the other ones, because it has this flower drawn over here. I'm really excited to try this blush out. As you can see, it's a muted pinkish brownish sort of a blush, and it's a matte blush. I personally love a matte blush. Okay, I do like my big blush from Milani, but otherwise I would prefer a matte blush, because if you have texture on your skin, if you have pore, if you have texture, if you have acne, all of that stuff, whenever you apply like a shimmery blush, it will just emphasize all of that, whereas a matte blush won't really emphasize that. So I'm really looking forward to try this out. The next blush that I got from Wet n Wild is this blush over here, which is their color icon blush. I already have this blush in another shade which is called Mellow Wine, but like I was saying previously, that Wet n Wild products smash so quickly, and this is the condition of my blush. It literally looks like bricks, because maybe because of the color, but I've not thrown it out yet because I just like to keep it in my vanity, and whenever I'm feeling to apply this color, I just use it because I'm not going to throw this away. So that is the only problem with Wet n Wild, but then they're really cheap also. So I got another one. This is in this lovely pink shade. It's called Fantastic Plastic Pink, which is like a clever name. This is how the blush looks like. It's a lovely pinky shimmery blush. I did not realize that it's a shimmery blush. I don't really mind mine, but yeah, this is a shimmery blush. This is what I have on the skin today. It looks beautiful. Like Wet n Wild, I'm telling you guys, really want to build up your makeup collection. I think so Wet n Wild offers a lot of good things, so do check them out. Speaking of Wet n Wild, I got a highlighter from the brand Wet n Wild. If I can just open it. This is their Mega Glow highlighter, and it's in the shade Precious Petal, and it's this lovely golden highlighter. I have this on my skin today. You can definitely build it up and go ham. Like for me personally, I like my highlighters to be very subtle, especially if I'm wearing it during the day. I just like to go with very little highlighter, so you have to be a little careful with it because this is pigmented, and if you're not careful you will end up with like a very strong highlighter. Okay, another two things that I got from Wet n Wild. I know you guys, I went a little bit ham on Wet n Wild, but I got this setting spray from Wet n Wild. First of all, I was really like, okay, this is really tiny. Like look at the size, it's like really tiny, which is kind of nice if you're like traveling and all of that, but it's really tiny, and I was like, this would just finish like that. Okay, so this is their natural finish setting spray. So it's not like a dewy matte sort of a setting spray, it's just a basic simple setting spray. Again, need to wear it a lot, and then I will give you my final thoughts. Last product from Wet n Wild that I got is their Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade Rebel Rose, and if I just swatch it for you, it's a beautiful mauvey dusky pink sort of a color. Like just look at that color. You guys know this is like my color pattern. I don't like bright pink, but I'll do this kind of pink, even this kind of mauvey pink. I like more of like nudie pinks. So again, this is a beautiful color. The only problem with this lipstick is that I feel a little bit tackiness on my lips with this lipstick. So I really need to wear this for a longer period of time to make up my mind. So that Wet n Wild video is coming up soon. And then the last things that I got from NYKAA are brushes. Now I just picked out random brushes from random brands on NYKAA. These all are eye brushes, and I was really trying to look out for brushes on a budget. I really like using PAC Cosmetic brushes because they are really good, but I wanted to search for good brushes in other brands, so I just went ham and I got like 1 2 3 4 6 brushes. Brush is from this brand called Babila. It's an eyeshadow brush, just a simple flat brush. I have used this brush today. This is the only brush that I've used today. I used this to pack the products. I would say this brush kind of picks up the product nicely and packs it over nicely. So I use this to pack pink today on my eyelid, and I mean it's a decent brush. Brush that I got is from this brand called Filone. It's just an angled brush. Now it would be perfect for smudging out a liner if I want to do that, so got that. Next brush that I got is from this brand called London Pride Cosmetics. It is a blending brush. It's kind of flat, but the edges are really fluffy, so I thought that would just be perfect for me to place the product and just blend it. Next brush that I got is from the brand called ProArt. Now I've heard really good things about the brand ProArt again, and I really wanted to try their brushes, so I got this one. Ooh, okay, this is a good quality brush because you can just tell it's kind of like, it's heavy, and out of all the brushes that I've touched, this is like kind of nice. So this is the ProArt PE23 brush, and it says it's a tapered shadow blending brush. You can see it's quite tapered and it would be good for blending, and oh my god, it's so smooth. It has a lovely tip, so I can just pick out the product and just blend it on a particular area. Because it is tapered, it would just be perfect for that. I don't really have a tapered stiff blending brush, so got that. And the last two brushes that I got are again from Wet n Wild. As you can see, this is a flat eyeshadow brush, but it's not too flat, so perfect to add color. And maybe if I would just want to blend out the edges at the same time, I can do that, because this is a little bit fluffy, it's not too flat. Moving on to the last brush, and the last item in this haul is this brush from Wet n Wild. This is their large eyeshadow brush. What I really like about this brush is the fact that it's quite thin on the sides. It's kind of fluffy, but at the same time it's quite thin. So with that, we're done with this makeup haul. I really hope that you all enjoyed the video. If you did, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you want to know more about this makeup look, it will be over on my Instagram. Follow me over on Instagram if you want to see more makeup looks. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna see you next time. Bye guys, take care. Mwah.
You're a dreamer, so am I.